Okay.
Oh, what a great way to start, guys.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone. There we go. Everybody has to put on their birthday hats if they have them.
I have my hat. Let's see.
My hat.
And Mike has his because it's his fucking birthday. And it's my fucking birthday.
Yeah.
But it was too small for me to wear. Thank you, Amazon.
Well, everything you order on Amazon is too small. So
I know.
Well, y'all should know that. Order a little bit bigger.
They just don't do American sizes. My mouse fell. Sorry.
Well, hello.
Well, hello, everybody. Hopefully, we're going to get some people coming in here soon. So, yeah, we are just here to kind of chit-chat and wish everybody a happy birthday and have a good time. Let's see, Michael.
First off,
yes, go.
Oh, no, first off, a disclaimer. Where our shows is still every Thursday, 6 o'clock. December may be a little bit spotty. We mentioned that a couple weeks ago, that with December, with all of the holidays and the celebrations and our birthdays and everything that's going on, that we're going to do our utmost best to keep you guys informed, but to keep it on a Thursday. If we don't get it on a Thursday, we will get you a show that week. That's why we're here. We are here today, and we will be back on Thursday. So you're not missing a show. We're here. Just wanted to get that out of the way, so you know where to find us. At least on Thursdays, at that time, you will know. We will update you with any information.
Yes, yeah. I was sick, really sick last week, and everybody, sorry for the delay.
Well, we're here. Happy birthday!
But we're here.
Happy birthday to both of you.
Tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Michael.
Happy birthday, Diane.
Thank you. And we're all representing our sun signs today. Oh, let's see. Here we go.
Yes, we are.
Donnie, stand up so we can see your shirt.
Oh, God. This is going to be interesting. My cat's going to love me because this thing makes a lot of noise.
This is just like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, thank my sister for that one.
We all need like longer cameras. There we go. There's your Leo.
There's my Leo. Okay.
So Dawn gets her own show in
I get my own
August.
show in August. Yep. I don't know if I would like having my birthday in December because, you got to deal with Christmas and everything else, but that's just me.
Well, we're going to talk about that.
Well, at least I don't have that problem. My uncle has that problem because he was born on the 23rd of December.
Oh, that's even worse than Michael and I.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, that's Christmas. You as a child, you're never getting anything like that. And trust
somebody's here. Oh, happy birthday, Uncle Mike!
Yay, love you.
Hey,
Okay. What's up? Kelly's here. Where'd you go? Oh,
he's there.
It's weird. I can't talk. It's weird. She's there. I can't talk to her.
Yeah.
I'll have her on as a guest one week. Kelly, you're coming on as a guest one week.
Yeah.
Nod your head yes.
That'll be fun.
We can actually now see comments before we couldn't, so this is great. We can all see your guys' comments, and we want to talk to you. Do you have a crazy birthday story? Is it something different about your birthday? I know for Michael and myself, and Michael's birthday was actually on Saturday, the 7th of December, also Pearl Harbor Day. And my birthday is tomorrow. So having your birthday in December where it's like you feel, well, it's kind of a double-edged sword because you feel that, hold on, my cat, come on. Really, Forrest?
Yeah, I have that same problem. I have 3.
He latched on.
Yeah.
It's like everybody, it's cool because you think all the lights are for you and everything is for you because it's your birthday. But really, obviously, it's Christmas and you kind of associate Christmas with your birthday. The problem is when you're like me and your little brother's birthday is 6 days after yours and your mom makes you share parties when you're a little kid. When you're 10, you don't want your 8-year-old little brother's kids hanging out at your birthday. So, or, happy birthday, Merry Christmas. What the fuck? Yeah. Everybody else in the universe gets 2 presents, not 1, 2 presents. So it's like 2 presents. So I kind of grew up feeling left behind, except for my lovely grandmother, who would come out from New York every year to spend the holidays with us. And she would always give me like 4 gifts because she knew that I felt bad. And I'm the oldest. And then the second one was born 10 days after me. My cousin, there's 6 grandchildren. My grandmother had 3 grandchildren the same week. Ooh. So my cousin Tom was the 12th. I was the 10th, and my brother is the 16th. Talk about getting shafted. Mm-hmm. So when I got older and I moved out on my own and I started having boyfriends and friends, it was like, hey, it's going to be my birthday all month, all year. I want to party because people wouldn't. I mean, Michael, would people come to your birthday party when you were little, or is it too hard? Because
I had birthday parties when I was little. I didn't have birthday parties when I was little. Are you kidding? My parents weren't social like that with other kids. I had maybe 2 that I can remember as a child, and it was always a freaking disaster. If you knew my parents, it was always a disaster. But so I didn't want birthday parties as kids. But when it came down to celebrating my birthday and doing stuff for my birthday, it was always, we'll do something, light for your birthday because Christmas is right around the corner. I heard that every single year.
Every year.
If I wanted something big, something big toys, something big Star Wars, it was like, well, we'll look at that at Christmas time, right? Now it's just your birthday. Well, you want to go out to eat or whatever. So it's a challenge for December kids.
Yeah.
Because, and as adults, we understand. I was talking to Kaylee, who's here with us, and I was talking to her the other day about her son's birthday in January. Balancing that, because it's like when you're adult, it's about money, it's about finances, it's about making
That's
sure
true.
that you're. But more so than that, you got to make sure that the birthday is treated as that kid's special day, and that it's about the birthday, and not even mention of Christmas or not a mention of another sibling or anything like that. It's just you got to treat it, no matter what you can afford or what you're going to buy the kid. It's about the person. It's about their day. So. That's what I would do if I had somebody in a December or January birthday, is I would just do everything I could to go out for that person's day. Spend what you can, but you go through, that person's day. What's up, BRT?
Hi.
Sorry, I'm using.
That's okay. We're here. Yeah. See, when I was little, I always tell everybody, it's your birthday. It's your day to be a brat, to be selfish, to have exactly what you want, to do what you want.
Yep.
And that's your day. To me, that's the day that I had a boss once a long time ago, and he and his wife did slave for a day. So whatever his birthday it was, the other one would do everything for the other day.
That sounds like fun.
And I thought that was really good. So I kind of incorporated that into my marriage. Not just a little. Especially if it's like tomorrow is Tuesday. So
yeah.
Oh, look, Kaylee. Oh, do you see what Kaylee says, Michael?
Yeah, she's talking about what
Jackson has his own separate birthday. Yay!
Yep.
You have to do it. I mean, if your kid doesn't feel special on any other day, if you have children, make it their birthday. Not even, Christmas is Christmas. Everybody gets stuff, but it's about, when it's about one single person, it should be their birthday. And I guess I was just scarred when I was younger because I had to share it with my brother, and because it was around Christmas and my friends wouldn't come to my party because Christmas was 2 weeks away and they had all this other stuff to do. And then when I got older and started working, a lot of times our Christmas parties were on my birthday weekend. So forget trying to have a party or do anything. So I've had a couple and big birthdays, like my 50th, I would go on a trip. But
I guess I was lucky because when I was a kid, my parents made a big deal out of it. But my birthday's in the summertime, so
it's totally different. Yeah, my sister's totally different in the summer. It's like my sister when we were growing up, she got the whole summer birthday party, the roller rinks. I remember one year was all about her roller skates, and her and all her girlfriends went to the roller rink and stuff like that. And I in my memory, I said I think, oh, I was shafted. I didn't get parties, but thinking about it, I think I made it a point not to want parties because I was always like really embarrassed by that kind of stuff. I was always really intimidated around other kids and what they would think, or what they would think of my
Right.
parents, what they would think of me, and I didn't want to mix any of that mess.
Oh, I wasn't
I've always been very
intimidated at all. I
like
wanted
that.
everything.
No, when it came to
Nope.
my friends and stuff, that was a different story. But when it came to having my family around, my parents around, people didn't like my parents. My parents were something crazy, and it's just like I didn't want to be embarrassed by that whole mess. So,
Mine
Well,
were
I
kind of cool.
don't throw me a party.
there was always people around for our birthdays. It was never a problem. My brother had a problem
I'll have
because
anybody around.
his birthday was in January, and he had to share his birthday with my aunt and my stepmom. So
I mean, when you have a big family, once you get older and you're over it, it's not a big deal. But when you're little, I think is when it makes how you're going to feel about it the rest of your life. You know, I have friends who their parents were like, well, if you're not good, I'm not going to give you a birthday. They kind of held it over them. So they don't even want birthdays anymore. And that's kind of sad because it's the day you were born. It's your day. Unless someone else shares the exact same birthday. And then it's like, hey, I mean, my best friend's birthday is 6 days after mine. And we've done many, the weekend in the middle. Which is weird because that's also my brother's birthday is the 16th of December. It's like my whole life is November and December. After that, unless it's my sister and she's in July, there's like nobody else in that area. So BRT, when's your birthday? Will you tell us?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Yeah, that's the question, BRT. When's your birthday? You want to tell us, or is it a secret?
Not your year, just your birthday.
Just the day. You don't have to tell us the year.
We all know you're 21. We all know you're 21.
Yep.
Oh, it went away.
We're all
I know, my stuff went away.
Everybody left? Did everyone leave us?
No, I think everybody's still here.
Oh, I lost the chat.
Did you?
Oh. Me too.
Yeah. Huh.
That's weird.
Yeah. I lost mine too.
You're the only one that can see. Oh wait, there you go. Wait, I think I got it back.
Yeah, you may have to refresh or something.
Yeah, I got it. I got it back.
Okay.
Mine is gone.
Is June. BRT is June. Kaylee's is September.
June what?
Into September.
Kaylee's September. Nice.
Into September.
Oh, my chat's gone.
Those are my fathers. Kaylee and my father are what? What do you guys, Kaylee? 2 days apart? 3 days apart? Something like that.
I have the chat. Diana, did you get your chat back?
Yeah, I got it back. I clicked over it. June 27th.
Oh, wait. Yes, Kaylee's September 22nd, and my father's is September 27th. So they're 5 days apart.
Yeah, my family, there's, I have a huge family. So technically we have birthdays in every month of the year except for November.
Well, it's funny about birthdays and Christmas and things like that is that when you come from a dysfunctional family or a family that's not quite the American dream or whatever, you're thinking, those are the things you look at when you're looking at your friends, other kids, or the TV. You watch people's Thanksgiving, on TV, and you're like, oh, wow. We don't have a family sit around the table. But then I think about my family, it's like, oh, hell no, I wouldn't want to be sitting around the table with y'all on Thanksgiving. Yeah, careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Because, when you have that kind of relationship with family, you don't want that kind of stuff. So I didn't grow up knowing all that. I didn't grow up with the big birthday parties or the big Christmas sit around the tree and pass the presents and, drink the hot cocoa and all this tradition. We didn't have all that. So seeing that on TV was very, you were jealous of a lot of that stuff growing up. But then I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't ask about myself.
My parents made a big deal for the milestone birthdays.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But when you're little, they make a big deal until you reach a certain age, and then
like 13.
Once you get past your 10th birthday, then it's like they'll do it for your 13th birthday and so on and so forth.
I matched Mike.
What's the 13th? So, why is the 13th so teenager? Teenager?
Huh?
13th as a teenager? I thought it was 16.
It was
a big MTV show.
My family, it was,
Read Kaylee's comment.
They made a big deal about when you were a kid, and then once you reached 10. Then it was like 13, 16, 18, 20.
God, that's
and
a
then
lot
it
of
just
things
go
to
up
make
from
special.
there.
Because I thought the special ones were 18, 21, 50.
Well, 16 is very special. I mean, it used to
Yeah,
be
what is the 16th about? Why is the
16, you get
16th
your
a big deal?
driver's license.
Yeah.
If you're
Oh,
me,
okay.
you get a job. I
Yep.
turned 16.
Yeah.
I went to the DMV. I got a driver's license. I went to McDonald's. I got a job. And then I
I
went
was at
home and had
McDonald's
a
at
party.
14. I was at McDonald's at 14.
Yeah, they
for,
will. In California, you
school.
have to be 16. At least
We were allowed. We
back
were
in
allowed at
my
14.
old day. In my day, you could. I don't know if you can now or not. It seems like they start getting jobs now a little older. But when I was 16, if I wanted a job and gas money and insurance, I got a job.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
My first job
that was my 16th birthday. DMV, McDonald's, home. Here's the keys to your mom's beat up old car. And now I don't have to ride the bus for 2.5 hours to school every day. So I went and drove myself to school the very next morning, and all my friends that would fit in the car. Because
Yeah, that's what we did too. Shoot.
well,
I had this car in high school. My car in high school had its own personality. He had a name. His name was Morris. Everybody was like always, and he was just the biggest piece of shit. You walk on the planet, he was always breaking down, and everybody knew it. Everybody referred to Morris as his own person. Even when I signed, there's one yearbook. I'll have to bring it out one day. It has Morris in the background. And everybody would always like write messages to Morris on it in people's yearbooks. It was so funny. But that's what we do. Pile everybody in the car everywhere.
I think now if you're a teenager, you're not even allowed to drive with other teenagers in the car until you're 18.
Yeah, in California. Yeah.
And you have to be home at a certain time after dark or something. I don't know. When I got my license, it was 1979. Nobody gave a shit. We just drove. We didn't even wear seatbelts.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to get my license.
We neither. Morris
so I
have
missed out on that whole thing.
Did you?
Yeah. I wasn't able to get my license. So basically, because I was supposed to get a car, but I didn't get a car. And then, so when I graduated from high school, I got a Cruise instead.
Oh, well, hey. Well, I had a piece of shit car. I had to take the Cruise. No, actually, the car was a huge milestone for me as a teenager. That was a big deal, and it changed the whole. It changes your whole social dynamic because all of a sudden you're the one with the car. You're the one that's people are calling on to go do stuff. And see, my whole high school experience was some of the best times of my life, and it was all because of the social aspect. I had a really, really good social circle in high school.
See, and I was the youngest one to get a license because my birthday's in December. You're either the oldest or the youngest.
Yeah.
I was the youngest. I was younger, behind everybody. We lost Diana. There she is. No,
I'm back. I think, are we all here now? I see us.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah.
We both flickered off really quickly. You and I, Dawn.
Yeah, it was weird.
So yeah, for me, I was the last one. So I was lucky. Some of my friends whose birthdays were in the summertime, come 11th grade, they had their license already. So I was the last one. I was always the last one. I was the last one to turn 21. I was the last one to get my license. But I think, and this is something that I think that kids miss out on now, getting your driver's license when you're 16 and being able to be alone in a car and drive gives you so much confidence.
Yes.
Oh, it does. It absolutely does.
It's what shapes you for the rest of your life. And now they're waiting too long. My niece is 18 and she won't drive. She won't drive. Yeah. She doesn't want to. She's scared.
It takes you off of that leash, off of that power that your parents have over you or an older sibling has over you, to where you want to ask permission to go out and you got to know who's picking you up, or you got to borrow the car, or like all this stuff. When all of a sudden you've got the keys and all of a sudden your friends are calling on you and you're the center of the plans, it gives you confidence. You're absolutely right. It gives you confidence. It makes you be like, oh, hey, they want me, and then you start having fun and you start going out.
Even just to drive alone by yourself, you're all alone. It's the first time you get comfortable with yourself. You're not with somebody else. You're driving by yourself, and it's just you and the world. And to me, that just was what I needed when I was 16 years old. I needed to get away from my brothers and sisters.
Family and friends to get everywhere. So,
and as a teenager, it feels like that when you're in your car at night, driving yourself somewhere, it feels like it's your own bubble. The universe is about you. There's this real symbolic thing about a car as a teenager. Sorry you missed that, Don.
I'm not actually. I don't have to worry about car insurance all that stuff. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
I
depends
had
on,
learned
in
all
some
that.
places, depending on where people live, like I'm from New York. If you live in New York, a lot of people don't even have cars. My family actually does, but
Yep.
I know people who don't because it's just too expensive. You don't need, there are certain places in the country, San Francisco, New York, probably Chicago, you don't need transportation. We are live in Southern California. Is no rapid transit here.
no,
If you to get anywhere, I mean, now there's Uber. There was not Uber 10 years ago.
Yeah.
nope.
Oh, Uber would have been so different in high school. Oh my gosh, it would have been
It would have
our
been
whole
life
high school
changing
existence would have been different. Yeah, like extremely life changing.
if your parents let you get in a car. I don't know how the age is with Uber or how that works.
I
If
don't
anybody,
know about that either.
but
Mm.
yeah, I mean, it was with us, and even where I
I
live
don't. I
now,
don't.
the grocery store is 15 minutes from my house. And I live in
I
a
don't
suburb
imagine
of
it's really
Los
any different.
Angeles, but I'm out a little bit. But nothing is close. In LA, when people tell you it's down the road, it's always fucking half an hour away. Is 40 minutes is close.
It's closer.
Wow,
Yeah.
43. Where do you live in an urban setting, BRT, where he can get around?
Well, let's hope. It's difficult when you have to rely on other people to get places. Trust me, I know.
Well, see, I don't have a car currently. I live right in the heart of the city, and I don't need a car. We need the expense. We need all the trouble. And I have no problem
Right.
getting around anywhere in the city. But if I lived somewhere out where you had to get a car, then you need to have a car. But
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean
that's how
everything
we
is
do.
so there are
You don't need
a
one.
couple of places in in Southern California where you can live and walk around, and it's getting
Mhm.
to be more of like that now. There's some places like in the valley, like in North Hollywood or Studio City or Sherman Oaks, but for the most part in the suburbs, you needed a car or you weren't getting anywhere.
See, I don't, and I believe the philosophy. If you don't need one, you shouldn't have one because it's like this. It's causing all this problem. Look at your guys' LA traffic. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, I know. I went to
But
the
see, I live kind of up in the foothills, but for me to go to the store is 3 miles. I'm not going to be driving. I'm not going to be walking 3 miles. And there's
No,
nothing around me. I live in the middle of nowhere.
probably not as bad as I do.
No, John might need live even further away.
Not as bad
I
as
live
I do.
right,
I literally live in the middle of nowhere.
I live right smack in the dead center of Gay City.
Yeah, Michael lives in the coolest spot.
Yeah, we're
It's
jealous.
cool. It's fun. It is fun. It's a great spot. I don't think
I mean,
there's any other spot.
I need to be.
Well,
I'm cool in like 10 or 15 minutes, but to get really cool, go like into Hollywood or West Hollywood, which is where I like to go. It's about a half an hour.
yeah, Kaylee lives in a little boat downtown. Greek.
So,
Was it?
18 miles
She
from
lives
the
out in
nearest
the middle of
store.
nowhere.
Yeah.
how does he not work?
Mhm. Who?
BRT, his brother.
Oh, but
He gets right from people and says it's fine, but how do you get to work?
I know that's the.
just you
I
can
get around
to work.
I get around because my niece is here 3 times a week.
Yeah,
That's
you'd
how
be
I get
surprised how quickly you can get around. With just networking with people.
I couldn't. If I didn't drive myself, I would go nowhere.
Well, it's depending on location, yeah. But see, nowadays too, it's also so much easier nowadays because of Uber.
Well,
but
now
a lot of stuff delivers straight to you. It's like you can get I do 99.9% of my shopping online, and now it's to the point where you can get groceries in
like
2 hours from your location. Like you can call the grocery store and get your groceries in 2 hours. Oh, he works odd job.
Oh, that's not good. I'm sorry, BRT.
Well,
good for him.
He's still doing something, so that's good.
Yeah. And Kaylee is way out in the middle of nowhere.
And it's
and I thought I lived in the middle of nowhere. It's 7 miles to Burbank for me, and then it's like the universe is there. But where I live is where horse people are.
Yeah,
when I first
is the little outskirts.
When I first moved up to I live in Apple Valley. So when I first moved up here, there was nothing up here. There was literally nothing up here.
It's
There
a
was a
desert.
mall.
It's desert.
Yeah. There was a mall and a Walmart. That's it.
Wow.
It's gotten a
That
lot
sucks.
better now.
That
It's gotten a lot
sucks.
better
Only
now.
have a Walmart and that's it. That's your only choice you have.
That's it. Yeah. When I moved up here in I think it was like '93, and basically there was nothing up here. And I lived in Orange County most of my entire life, where you had everything that you could imagine.
Yeah, Orange
And
County.
then
Orange
I
County's
moved
great as far as
up
I know.
here, and it was just I hated it when I first moved up here, but I keep coming back because this is where my family is. So
Yeah,
it's cheaper to
Do you
live
want a
here
store?
than
Do you
it is
want
in Orange County right now. So
that's a big deal too for people. People live financially. For
mhm.
me, it was different when I first moved here in this area. 20 years ago, and what I loved about it at that time is it was real cultural. It was a real mom and pop kind of deal. If you want to go to a clothing store, there was like a little person's little boutique, on the corner. Very almost San Francisco kind of feel. The whole Hickory vibe. Unfortunately, it's gotten more residential, more commercial with a lot of stuff. But they're still trying to really maintain a lot of its own personality, its own culture. Like, we don't have Walmart in the middle of San Diego. The city council won't let them build a big old freaking Walmart in the middle of anywhere. So at least we're not tainted by crap like that. And I'm happy for it because it's just when you go to like Albuquerque, where I grew up, when you go into Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is don't go there. Stay away from Albuquerque, everybody. When you go into Albuquerque, New Mexico, every corner has a freaking Walmart. You can Walmart right here. Go down the street, and there's a Walmart down the street. It's absolutely asinine and ridiculous in Albuquerque. The hell was that?
Can you hear that?
Yeah, was that your?
Yeah.
That's like killing children.
Boris,
God.
come here, Boris.
Sorry, I
know I should have headphones in. Sorry, guys. They are not. Nothing is happening to them. They are just like running around, chasing each other. Come here.
I don't know if I can show you on camera.
Go get Nuka. Go get Nuka. Here he is. Nuka, come here.
Boris, come here. Boris.
Oh, how funny. Now we're doing pet show and tell.
Now it's going to be like I'm like doing something to. Oh, look at you.
There's Saris.
Come here, Boris.
Well, everybody asked why isn't Nuka on the show. Well, he'll be here.
Come here.
But he's right here on the floor. He won't come over here. Here,
this is my mascot.
Come on.
This is Saris. Hi, Saris.
Okay, come on.
Hi.
Come on.
Come here.
Come here, Nuke. Come on. Oh my God.
They're not having it. Come here.
Nuka's weird. He won't walk if something's on the floor in front of him. He's like real polite. He won't cross the thing in front of him.
Your kitty is so sweet. She'll let you hold her.
Yeah, well, give her a few seconds and she'll want to shred me, but
come here.
What's up? Say hi. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi, Nuka.
Say hi.
This is Saris. I have 3 girls.
They're girls. That's why they're mellow. My rambunctious boys. Come here, Danny. Come here.
All right.
Come here.
She's like, oh, that's it. I've had enough. This thing has got to go.
Hey, you guys don't start fighting right here. Now my dog's gonna start fighting.
So this is Reggie.
Nope,
hey, he's not having it.
Oh.
And he's too big.
We're having a queen. Yes, we are.
I'm the crazy cat lady, but my cats are not very.
I'm also the crazy cat lady.
Yes,
so
we're both the crazy cat ladies, which is why we get along.
It's about the hounds. It's about the hounds.
Hey, Debbie.
I'm glad you guys make it.
Wait, let's see what say.
We're having pet show and tell, if you haven't noticed.
When is your birthday, Debbie? Just the month and the day.
Thanks,
we have a Virgo. We have a Cancer.
What?
No, I was reading BRT's comments about my audio. My audio's going quiet, cutting in and out. Yeah.
There we go.
Just let me know if it goes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know if you can't hear us or you can't
Yes,
see us.
please.
Birthday.
We're having some audio issues right now. I'm trying not to move around too much.
I know, that's what I'm trying to do. It's hard when you're all animated. Because my husband was telling me that when you watch it on TV, like through Apple TV, if I'm moving around a lot, it drags.
Yay for the bull.
The show.
So Debbie's a bull. That's my husband.
Debbie's a Taurus. Nice.
Is it in May? My husband is May 6th.
My sister's May. She's Gemini though.
Yeah, because she's the end of May. So Debbie's either the end of March or May up to like the 21st.
Huh.
Okay, so she's a full-on Taurus. She's the 19th. Well, she is a little. Everybody has, unless you're like smack in the middle of your sign, you always have a little bit of the sign to the right or to the left of you, for lack of a better.
Not me. I'm a true Sagittarian.
I have two brothers that were born in October and one that was born in January. So
the BRT says that Dawn, he can hear me and Dawn. He can hear Dawn and myself, but Michael sounds a little muffled.
Yeah, it's probably the headphones.
mm-hmm.
I have to get an adapter for the different headphones, which I'll do for the next one.
And I'm not on headphones. That's how come you heard my cats. I'm alone in the house, so I just have it on speaker.
Either.
He says it sounds better, so yeah. I'm gonna go to the wire ones because these ones are always giving me problems. Because on the lightning adapter, my laptop doesn't have the lightning adapter.
I have some wireless. They have them on Amazon for like $16. They're really cheap.
I have my
wireless.
They're wireless. I use them to watch television.
I have my wireless. Mine don't work with a crap. So
they put in the. I have two pairs that work really, really well.
It's the Bluetooth connection. That's what it is.
It's a Bluetooth.
So your Wi-Fi, it's a Bluetooth. Yeah.
So May 19th, huh, Deb? We'll have to remember that.
Taurus in the house. See, that's the thing, and it's like, if you look around, or you can see my shirt or my boobs or whatever. I am into astrology. That's one of my things, and
these are a few of my favorite.
Everybody says, am I a good sign or I'm a bad sign? And let me preface this by saying I am not an astrologer. I have not been certified. I am an astrology enthusiast. I have been reading about it my entire life. It has actually helped me in my career. I used to be a VP of sales, and when I would meet a client, I would find out what their birthday was, and I knew it just helped me deal with people. And there's no good signs. There's no bad signs. There's people you have to approach differently than others because everybody takes things differently. The thing about the three of us is we are fire.
All three of us are
fire. There's fire, water, earth, and air, and we are all three fire signs. So we're pretty blunt. A lot of people have a problem with the fact that we just tell you exactly like it is. Which is probably why we get along so well. And that's kind of
we lost her. Frozen in time.
Oh, there you go. Jeez, this StreamYard is not liking us today.
It's not liking us tonight.
Not at all.
Has it ever like this?
It does it every once in a while.
I think that isn't it kind of new?
Yeah, I think it's up and coming because of what YouTube did. When Google went down, this became out of beta, up and coming.
Yeah, it just came out of beta a couple of weeks ago. So they're still working out bugs.
So you and Alicia are right apart. Well, just like Mary was like last Wednesday. Mary was last Wednesday on the 4th, and Michael was the 7th, and I'm the 10th. Mm-hmm. So we're all like the same week.
Yeah, you and Alicia are same day, 20 years apart. That's wow. I still like to tell people, and I'll never get tired of saying this, is that I share, I was born the day of the Manson murders. That always freaks people out when I say that.
Yep, and I was born for Harbor Day.
I was born on December 10th. Not much. I mean, At least you guys have like things that happened on your birthday. I don't even think I share. I'm a sad with a lot of cool people. Jim Morrison, Ozzy Osbourne, Jimi Hendrix, Bette Midler, Britney
Yay!
Spears, Christina Aguilera, Brad
Yay!
Pitt, Kiefer
Yay.
Sutherland. There's a lot of
Christina and
Sagittarius.
Brittany. Christina and Brittany have the same birthday. Or they're just Sagittarians.
They're both Sagittariuses.
Both
Oh,
said
okay.
it's Alicia and Deb have the same birthday, 20 years apart.
Yep.
Mhm.
Got it.
Same day, 20 years
Wait,
apart.
didn't we just do this? I'm in a deja vu. Am I behind?
Just so
No.
you guys know too that when you give us a comment so we can talk to you, it lags a little bit.
Yeah.
And some of us see it quicker than
Or-
others, depending on their equipment.
And here's my other kitty.
Mhm.
If I can get her
Aw.
to sit still long enough.
Yeah.
She doesn't like to be held. All right, Lucky, go. So much for that.
And mine is on the ground. He won't come here. Come here, Boris.
I have 3, and only one of them likes to be held, and that's only when she's in a good mood. So.
Boris. I couldn't have an animal. I couldn't have an animal named Boris. I couldn't have a Boris in my house because we
I have
grew up
Boris
on
and
Freaky
Natasha.
Friday. And there's a,
Boris and
during Freaky Friday, the Jodie Foster film, it was our favorite film growing up. The mother's like, Boris. I would be saying that every single day if I had Boris in my house.
Isn't he pretty?
Oh, he's pretty. Hi,
Hi,
Boris.
Boris. Now talk some more, so they don't think I'm hurting you.
Aw. I know
He's
I
that
got
have
was
him
freaking
and
something.
his sister Natasha.
He's got that
Oh.
They're
look like
Boris
holding
and
me
Natasha.
against my will. You're holding me against my will, Mom.
There he goes.
We're thinking of a new puppy. What kind of puppy should we get? We're gonna get Nuka a puppy.
Who's gonna get new puppies?
We are. No, we're gonna get Nuka a puppy.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you
But we
figure
still
out?
don't know what kind yet.
Well,
you
as
figure
long as
out-
you go
I
to
want-
shelter,
I want Kion really bad
Mhm.
as the name, but Larry won't have it. Larry hates the name, but I want Kion really bad. But we'll see.
well,
But no,
aren't you
it's
just
not
gonna
gonna be
go down
immediate.
to
It's
the
not gonna be
shelter,
like right
see
now.
who's there?
Yeah, we're waiting for a puppy. Though. That's the thing. We don't want an older dog. We're waiting for a puppy. Because
Yugoslavia elected a new parliament on your birthday.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, thanks, BRZ. Man of the facts right there. Okay, so what time are we? 40 minutes in? All right. So
Mhm.
let's go through some. What were we talking about? Some favorite things? Birthday things?
Like when was your best
Come on.
birthday, Michael?
Last 2 years ago, I'd have to say. Because my best friend Julie took me to New York to go see Miss Saigon on Broadway in the Broadway Theater, which was a dream of mine since
Aw.
the 1990s when that show opened up. And I never ever got to see it on Broadway. I've seen it so many times, but I never got to see it on Broadway in the Broadway Theater. And then when the revival came back, it came back on Broadway in the Broadway Theater, and I thought, this is life giving me a second chance, and made it happen. And we went to New York, and I got to see that, and I, even met Lea Salonga from Miss Saigon, from the previous Miss Saigon. Got to hang out with the current, Miss Saigon, Eva Noblezada at night. It was. We'll do a special on that trip. We get Julie on to talk about it, but it was a incredibly special moment in my life because there was a lot of bucket lists, a lot of firsts, and a lot of things I wished for my entire life that actually did. I remember when we first walked up to the theater, and I have pictures of it in video. I'll show when we do a special on it. But when we first walked up to the theater, and I touched the brick to the Broadway Theater, I burst out in tears. It was incredibly special moment. So that was 2 years ago. That's birthday.
That's sweet.
Donnie, what about you?
Mine was my favorite one. I think was my 21st birthday because you're 21, you finally get to drink for the first time. That's the exciting.
Yeah.
Everybody makes
Unless
a big
you were like
deal.
us drinking at 16.
Plus, I got to go gamble for the first time, and I actually won a huge jackpot on my birthday. My dad said that'll never happen again. He's like, it's
True.
beginner's luck. It'll never happen again. I actually won.
I've only ever won once.
I won like $350 on a nickel slot machine. And the sad thing is that everybody was asleep, and I couldn't brag because my entire family was asleep, and so it just kind of took everything away. And so I was the one who bought breakfast before we left the next day.
My problem with gambling is I don't gamble, so therefore
I don't gamble anymore. But every once in a while, it's fun to do. But my dad said that'll never happen again. That's considered beginner's luck because that was the first time you ever did it, and you got a really big jackpot to boot. That'll never happen. It's like, thanks, Dad. It's like, you're so supportive. It's like, well, I'm just telling you the truth.
The only time I ever won, I was in Vegas. One time we were just just on a trip, and then I remember we were talking about Julie, my best friend Julie. We were due to come out the very next month to go to Julie's wedding, and we were in the hotel. We stayed in New York, and where we always stay in Vegas. But we were in the hotel. We're getting ready. They were getting our bags. We're getting ready to get into the shuttle to go to the airport. And I played the slot, and I won like $1,900 or something on the slot 5 minutes before we're getting ready to leave. We walked right with that cash out and booked our next trip for the next month. It was the rooms and everything were completely paid for right there. That's the only time I've ever won. Mm-hmm. So it came in a perfect time.
What about you, Di?
Favorite birthday, or have I won in Vegas? I used to work. I used to go to Vegas 4 times a year. I was in Vegas a lot. Favorite birthday, I've been really, really lucky. I had an amazing 21st birthday. I was living with my ex-husband and my best friend, and my birthday was on Saturday, and we rolled into Las Vegas at like midnight on Friday. So it was my birthday on Saturday when I was 21. And it was great because we actually stayed, and this is going to date me now, we stayed at the Frontier Hotel, which is gone. It is the original place where Siegfried and Roy used to be.
Yeah, downtown.
When we pulled up, there was a big elephant in the back of the parking structure from the Siegfried and Roy show, because it was 1983. I mean, it was December of 1983. And my best friend is 4 years older than me, and my ex-husband was 6 months older than me. So I was, again, the last one to turn 21. And we had a great weekend, and we won. All 3 of us won all weekend. We came back with enough money to pay for our trip, and we were living in Alhambra at the time, right off of the 10. So we probably spent, when I was between 21 and 22, I was in Las Vegas on the weekend at least once a month. And we always made enough to pay for our trip, always. And we always stayed together, the 3 of us, like having like Three's Company, like having your best friend and your boyfriend or your husband. I guess it was my boyfriend at the time. That was really great. But my favorite one, I've been with my husband 22 years. For my 50th, I was supposed to go to Paris and it didn't work out, so I just went recently. But I spent my 50th in San Francisco, and I have a great picture of me on top of the Golden Gate Bridge because I like to travel. So yeah, I've been really lucky. I've had some good birthdays. Now that I'm 57, not yet, I'm still 56. Oh my God, I'm going to be 57 tomorrow. Whoa.
Just now realizing that. Oh no.
I know. Well, I was like counting. I'm like going back, I don't know why this whole year I thought I was 55. I was 56.
I got it. This is what I was saying. Where'd it go?
Oh. Nice.
Uh-oh.
Hold still.
Yep.
There you go.
It's just probably theater for that percent. It's on video, so I just show it. But I wanted to show that. That's
the only other thing is, like, I want to go to New York for my birthday, but if you go to, I'm from New York and I have family there, and I go there a couple times a year. But for some reason, Boris, what are you doing? He's like ripping my pants to get apart. For some reason, not for some reason, because it's New York and Rockefeller Center and the Christmas tree, all of the flights go up right after Thanksgiving. And any time during the month of December, it's like 3 times the amount of money to go to New York. Whereas if you go in January, it's cheap as hell. because people don't want to go in the cold.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
try to go
Well, we're talking about
anytime
going
during the
in
month
February.
of December, because I've tried so many times to go to New York for my birthday, I'm gonna try again, probably maybe next year. But
Let's go next year.
Hmm.
We had, when we went in December, it was actually we booked it really far in advance though. But we did remember
I
the hotel I
tried
was
to
telling you
make
about there
reservations
was
in fucking April.
I don't know how we did it because the rooms we got were really cheap. It was right there by the Broadway Theater. I already had the tickets, had things arranged, so it didn't kill us. But when we got there, it, like we were looking at making a change at one point,
It
and it
was
was
in the
just
90s
I'm
though,
sorry, no.
because I know
No,
like
this is 2
after
years ago.
9/11 it got really cheap because people wouldn't go.
This is 2 years ago. That
Oh,
trip that I was telling you about, it was really cheap
yeah, I tried to
in
go back
December.
to see my family for my birthday and it was just ridiculous.
Yeah. But what the trip that we're looking at, it's not been bad. It was January, the third week of January.
Well, January and February are the two cheapest months to go to New York because there's no holidays really. All the rates go down after Christmas, after the 1st, and then they go back up again around St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. So we might have something special for everybody here on the show. If
I
me
know
and
it
Lady
might
Di
be
are in New
fun.
York.
Might
We might be in New
actually
York in January.
tape some stuff in New York and show it when we get back. You never know.
We can live stream from New York.
Mhm. Well, hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. I'm hoping that you will like the stream and, of course, subscribe. We are going to have some
Like,
closing thoughts here because we're coming to the end of the stream. It's good to see that all of you are here. And if anybody has any questions, please leave them down below in the comments. If anybody wants to talk about anything specific, ask us any questions, feel free to let us know, and we'll talk about it on a later show. You guys have anything else you want to say before
I
we...
do. Well, before before we close, each of us are going to start doing little segments on a weekly to kind of get people involved and kind of just show people. And I will show the pieces of it as we start to reveal. Nothing's ready tonight. I'm in half in construction right now, but part of that is a little story behind it. In the Wizarding world, the Harry Potter world, there are a lot of collectors for different things and a lot of experts on different things, and I find it fascinating when I watch the real bigwigs on like YouTube and stuff who like are really popular, famous in the Harry Potter collection community, who have met J.K. Rowling, who've done like all this stuff, have no clue of whose character wands are whose. It fascinates me. Like, how do you not know that? So I kind of pride myself in knowing that. So what I'm going to do is every week that we're on, I'm going to show one of the wands, why it's different, and whose it belongs to. Because I thought that would be fun just to show people out there if they're curious. And tonight, I'm going to start with my favorite one, which is this one right here, big spiral. And this is the one of Xenophil Lovegood, Luna's Lovegood's father. So if you guys remember from Deathly Hallows, the guy with the long blonde hair, the real crazy one, this is his. And I love it just because it's just a big swirl, just kind of kooky. And to hold it is very comfortable. And so that's the side. It's got runes on the side of it that means something, to him, engravings and stuff. But it's just fun, just like a little kaleidoscope. And so that is the first one, week 1. Xenophilia Lovegood.
That is very nice.
Hello? Who's on the phone? So that's my segment. Di,
It's not me.
It's me. Okay.
Di, what's your segment?
Yeah,
I'm sorry?
Show your makeup. What's your segment? Aren't you going to show your makeup today?
Yes. So I tried, actually, I should probably.
We lost her again.
We'll get her.
The hell?
I don't know what happened there.
She fell off her chair. It looks like she just fell off the chair.
Oh, wait, no, I think she just got up.
Di, are you on the floor?
Hello? Di, are you on the floor?
Okay, so
it looks like you fell off the chair.
I am a makeup enthusiast. I don't have a beauty channel or anything. Tonight, I happened to find this very cool This has been around for a little while. It did break the internet when it came out. I don't know if you can read it. It's the Smoke Sessions palette.
Mm.
It is by a indie company called Melt Cosmetics. And it is all about green. And
Oh,
if you
it
can
looks yellow.
see the little indentations on each of the pans,
Oh, it's marijuana leaf.
because we are in California, it is called the Smoke Sessions palette.
Nice.
So the colors are all named after cannabis strains like Gravity, Granddaddy, Black Widow. On my face tonight, I have Space Queen, Sweet Tooth, Mean Green, and Blue Dream all mixed up
Is there
together.
stuff in there?
Huh?
Is there stuff in there? Is there
No,
actually marijuana in there?
no. It's a company. They're based out of the San Fernando Valley. Actually, they're in Burbank. And they have a whole company called Melt Cosmetics, and all of their stuff is, nowadays there's so many people in the beauty space. Back in the old days was Too Faced and Urban Decay. Now there are so many indie brands, you kind of have to have something, to kind of stand out. And this company is all named after things that have to do with cannabis. They have other products, but they all have fun kind of recreational marijuana names. I like green eyeshadows, so for me this was like a no-brainer. And if you guys are interested in this, then let me know. I'm happy to review. I have a lot of makeup. I do BoxyCharm, I do FitFabFun. But there's so many people online doing unboxings, happy to do that if you guys are interested, if you want to know about any of that. Oh, thank you, BRT. So if you guys are into the beauty thing and you want to know, I also will be giving away some makeup. I have a problem and you guys are going to benefit from it because I get a lot of duplicates and things. So in the next month or so, I'll be giving away a couple of things. I have lots of stuff to give away. So you guys just have to be subscribed and we'll have a little comment and a little questionnaire. And so
yes,
I also
down below.
Same thing for my segment. We will be giving away wands as well during this segment. So
tell your friends, free stuff. Come on, and we really, really want interaction.
Yes.
Like, what do you guys want to talk about? Because Debbie likes. Isn't it pretty, Debbie? I love the green. Mm-hmm. I love the green. It's just because you don't really find everybody's into neutrals. Look at the colors on this palette. I mean, they're just gorgeous. I don't want to blind you there. They're just absolutely beautiful. And you can use so many different ones. I used all of the ones from here down tonight. I don't know if you can my lighting is not so great. My wing wasn't so perfect either, but I didn't get it because of what it was. I got it because it was green eyeshadow, because I love green eyeshadow. Yeah. So that is Di's makeup corner for the first time.
I know. Dawn, you got a corner yet?
I'm still working on my corner. I'm in between crafts at the moment because I just finished one and my camera is giving me issues at the moment, so that's why I'm locked. But I'm in between crafts at the moment and haven't decided when I'm going to start next. So we'll just have to wait and see.
I just lost the whole stream.
Did you? I'm still on. Hello, everybody.
Yeah. That's okay. I think we're about ready to hang out. Yeah, oh my goodness. I just got green all over.
Yeah.
It's very pigmented. Oh, it goes on great. It blends really well.
Well, hopefully later this week we won't have this many technical issues.
Oh, there they are. They're back.
Oh, we will always. Are you kidding? This what this thing's all about?
This is what
Debbie either wears no makeup or rainbows. Debbie, I don't get a chance to wear a lot of makeup because I don't go out a lot. So for me, it's an opportunity to actually wear some of the stuff that I have around. I used to be a very busy person in the business world, and I wore makeup all the time, so I just kind of kept going. It also is kind of, it gives me calm. I mean, I enjoy it. I love it personally. And everyone's like, oh, this and that. I like girly things. I like makeup. I like getting my hair done because my hair would be white if I didn't. And always these too, which my hands actually look old.
I just recently had my nails done, but you can't tell because my camera's frozen. I'll have to show it to you guys next time on the camera when it's actually working.
So we'll get it together better, guys. We're doing our thing here. We really wanted to, especially for Michael and I, within December and everything. We could do a million things in December, but birthdays, everyone's not thinking of them. So happy.
Yeah.
You. And to everyone who has a birthday in December, happy birthday to you as well.
And make sure you do something to make your day special. Get something for free. Starbucks gives you something for free. You get free ice cream at Baskin Robbins. If you Google free things for your birthday, tomorrow I'm going to do all this free stuff, and I'm going to end up with a free sushi dinner.
Nice.
I got free paint from Amazon.
There you go.
I got free paint from Amazon.
For free what?
Paint.
What did you get? Paint?
These little acrylic paint things.
Nice.
And I also was given Harry Potter and the Cursed Child tickets to San Francisco on my birthday, but I couldn't go because I didn't have a flight. But I won the lottery. I was given Cursed Child tickets for my birthday. So you're right. Free is free.
Thank you, BRT. Thanks, Debbie, for hanging out with us.
Thanks.
Yes, and we will see you guys later this week with another topic.
Bye. Thursday, 6 p.m.
Thursday, 6 p.m.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it, and we will see you later on this week.
And we're out.